My name is Matt Geving. I've been a part of PEPC for about 2 years now. As far as living in Parker, I've been in Parker since '98, so pretty much my whole life.
Hi, my name is Nathan.
My name's Alicia, and we're the Pavows. That was horrible.
I work for CarMax as a business office associate. I also go to school full-time, studying exercise science, hopefully graduating this year.
Yeah, and we have a 1-year-old son. Yay! That's it. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I do photography on the side, and we're also deacons at the church. And then we host Monday night Bible study. We're also a big part of the Kaleo group as well.
Hello, my name's JD. I've been going to PEPC for almost 2 years now. I've been going to the young adults group for about a year and a half.
I'm Jeremy, and I've been going to PEPC for about 7-8 years or whatever it's been, and I've been going to the young adults group for about 2-3 years now.
My name is Haley DePriest. I have been at PEPC for coming up on 3 years. I moved out to Colorado shortly before that time, and moved in with my brother Matt, our worship pastor, and got involved at PEPC pretty much right away, mostly because Matt was there, but then I fell in love with it myself.
As far as my faith growing up, it was definitely there as a kid. That being said, around, I'd say, adolescent years, 15, 16, I started to feel I was drifting away from God, and that was something that I just felt God was not a priority in my life at that time. I just didn't have anyone to help me in that journey. No young adults that wanted to, read the Bible. No one that wanted to help me in my faith. That was not a priority for them or me.
I love so many things about PEPC, but one of the biggest struggles and challenges I noticed right off the bat was that there really wasn't a young adults group. There wasn't anybody for the you've graduated high school, but you haven't gotten married and had kids yet group that I fall in. So that was definitely quite different from college, coming from everyone being in that place in life to nobody. My prayer was to build somewhere that people could come and have community, whether they were visiting from college, whether they lived here after college and moved back in, with their parents, or have jobs here, whatever the reason is.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, most of my friends were in high school, and, once we all kind of went into college or work or whatever that looked like, they all moved off to college or moved to another state or whatever that looked like. And so, it took some time, and it was tough to find people that were in my same age group that wanted to hang out and even, talk about our faith and what that looks like.
It's a very unusual stage because so much changes in it, and it's very unsteady. So having something that you can actually hold on to, that you can actually rely on, is so imperative to, I believe, our age group.
I would, try different churches, but nothing stuck because I would just go and leave, and there was no community that I felt. And while, it was good to explore my faith, I'd say what probably changed was with my job. My coworker at the time, Alicia Bavau, she invited me to a Monday night Bible study, and I'd say that connection kind of was the start. I met the rest of the group and just slowly started to get more plugged in. What's funny is I didn't go to a church service first. I went to a Monday night first, and so it took me about 6 months of going to Monday nights to finally go to a PEPC service. And so while it did take time, it was all worth it.
I just asked him to come on Monday nights, and he was really good because he's like, this is so nice that it's not church. Like, you're not inviting me to church. You're inviting me to, your home and, to meet people my age. And it was just easier to break through that way than just being like, hey, come to church. Opening your home, you have to, we take a deep breath and kind of just go, okay, it's just one night. But actually, it's been really nice because there's been, especially with the baby, it's been really helpful to have it here because otherwise we wouldn't be plugged in anymore. And so having the opportunity to have people come to us was a huge, awesome blessing. And having it here was just nice because then I felt comfortable, and then when I feel comfortable, I'm more comfortable being myself and talking about God, and I'm just more confident in that regard. And so I feel like home studies are really awesome. I think it's a great breakthrough for non-Christians to start getting kind of like in the groove of coming to church. So
yeah, I moved here about 2 years ago, and it is good getting into this group. It brings consistency. You get to meet every week at the same place with the same people, and you get to really grow together. And especially with people in the same walks of life, they're going through the same things you are. So it really helps just that constant communion with each other.
I think one of the biggest things I've learned, at least for both the believers and the non-believers that we've met through this project, is that most people tend to actually have a lot of curiosity and questions on what faith is like in our age group, and may it be time or whatever it is that they are not pursuing those questions, and just being able to get an opportunity at Top Golf or Boondocks or something where you can ask freely, like, what do you believe about things? You learn a lot about people and their curiosities and their adventures, and you start to realize that maybe if they had a little bit more time, or we were a little bit more active about pursuing people in our age group, that we might actually fill the church a little bit more with individuals.
See, with the Kaleo project, the biggest thing I've seen is that I have never invited or reached out to people more in my life than I have in the past 2 years because of this project. It's more than just bringing people to Bible study or church. Yes, that's the ultimate goal, but bringing people together, that's what a lot of people need, because loneliness is such a problem. It's such an epidemic. And so being able to, like I said, I've more in the past 2 years been able to invite a lot of people, and even not just my friends that I talk to every day, but old friends that I haven't talked to in years. I've been able to invite them to these events, and we've gotten back in touch and we're friends again. And that would not have happened without this project. And more than that, just the conversations about life, about faith, about struggle, about perseverance. It's all because of this project, and that's really, really the goal. And I just can't wait to see what else comes from it. The biggest thing is community, like I said. And so I'd say for anyone who is trying to know what to say to young adults who are maybe trying to find Jesus, is to invite to coffee, to even a Bible study, but something small. I would say just that first step of inviting, that's really where it starts.
So if you are looking for community, if you're a millennial or in your 20s, if you are past high school but haven't, settled down with families and kids, etc., if you're just looking for something to do, come join us. We have Monday night studies, start at 6 o'clock for dinner or 7 o'clock for study if you can't make it that early. We have events every month, small, some large, whether it's going to sporting events, whether it's going whitewater rafting or snow tubing or on a hike or just a movie night, whatever we decide to do. We have events every month. You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Meetup, or you can grab one of us in the lobby after church sometime. We'd love to get to know you. We'd love to talk to you, have coffee with you if you want some more, individual interaction before coming into a group. We would love that, because I know how important it is to have community, and whatever gets you to have that community, I'm willing to reach out and do that with you.